Hi, it's Dr. Dave. We're here in our Contour Clinic Injection Suite. Welcome to our first at-home presentation. Today we're going to be talking about Sculptra, one of my absolute favorite products. And we have Rachel with us today. Rachel's already had one round of Sculptra about 5 weeks ago. Would you mind telling everybody kind of how it went for you, what you expected, and how it ended up being?
Well, being new to getting injections, I was a little nervous, to say the least. And I can honestly say that I had little to no discomfort at all during the procedure. The numbing bit was probably the most strange, but it wasn't painful. The next day was a little sore, but as time went on, it just was really minimized, and it's been great.
Awesome. There's a lot of confusion about different fillers that we have. We don't even call Sculptra a filler. It's more of a volumizer. And it actually builds your own natural collagen, whereas most of the fillers we use, they actually fill an empty space or they'll draw water into the area. It's really a wonderful product. Not only does it build a lot of volume, but it does wonderful things for the tone and texture of skin. You know, it's the collagen under there. It just, everybody, have you noticed that yet?
I was hoping it would give me a bit of a lift as I was noticing the aging process starting to take place.
And that's what it does. The other thing with Sculptra, it's a long-term solution. It's not an instant effect like a lot of our fillers. We see them immediately, and then over the course of a couple of weeks, they really get better. With Sculptra, it's really a couple of months before you see anything. And once we inject it, it builds for a full 6 months. And so it's just gradual. So a lot of the really nice, good and bad about Sculptra. Bad, it takes a while to see the results. Good, it takes a while to see the results. So if you're ever concerned about somebody wondering what you've had done, the beauty of this product is it is such a gradual onset. So all of a sudden somebody looking and go, God, you look good. It's like, what have you been doing? It's not like, oh my God, what did you do? We don't have that issue with this.
It's subtle.
It's very subtle. So what do you think? You get started on your second round? So what we do is we come back in, we're going to fill in here. We're going to fill through here, and through here, and down here. And so what this does, you can see this. We had to change the lighting here to hopefully you can see it. We pull this up, pull this back, and pull this forward. You can see where it really effectively takes care of that gel and just kind of gives a nice, more smooth appearance over here. In general, kind of a rule of thumb is you need about 1 vial of this for every decade. So you think if you're in your 40s, you're probably going to need 4 vials of this by the time we're done. And of course, that varies, depending on the person too. I mean, everybody's different, but it is a pretty close approximation. So go ahead and hold that. You doing okay, Rachel?
Great.
So when Rachel goes home tonight, that's when that rule of 5 applies, where she's going to massage how many times?
It starts today, and you can't massage too much, but 5 times a day for 5 minutes for 5 days is the norm. And you can do more than that. You cannot over massage this stuff.
So Dr. Dave, what is your experience with the product, and why would someone choose going to you as a provider?
Well, we've been doing a lot of Sculptra for over 2 years here, and all of the injectors here are really proficient and really good at it. I actually am the trainer for the Sculptra company for the Midwest too, so I've been out doing a lot of training for other physicians and clinics that do this. I like its longevity, and I just like what a natural look it gives. It does not look fake at all. There you go. Okay, so we just did an entire procedure on her, and that'll take about 10 minutes or so. So what she's going to do, and we're going to show her, she's going to massage. Just going to get her all cleaned up, and so you can take a look. What's really nice is once we get her all cleaned up, you'll see she can walk out the door.
All right, so now that we have viewed an actual Sculptra treatment, let's check in with Dr. Dave again and just kind of hit on some of the really good points that we established in the video. Dave, how do you know that someone's an ideal candidate for Sculptra?
Pretty much everyone's an ideal candidate for Sculptra if they're from about their early to mid-30s on. Almost everyone can use at least 1 vial just to kind of top everything off.
Even a gal in her early 30s?
Absolutely.
So really great for women that want a more natural or subtle approach?
That's exactly right. It's such a soft, natural look because you're just replacing your own natural collagen. So we're not like putting clumps of it here, clumps of it there. We're actually going in the areas where you're losing it. So we replace it very naturally.
And on Rachel today, it didn't look like it was that painful at all.
It's not painful at all. I think the worst part is the ice. Just some ice and ibuprofen, it's just fine.
And then it looks like it's a pretty affordable treatment when you're looking at something that has such longevity. You're not doing it multiple times every 3 months.
No, that's exactly
Something-
right, because it lasts a long, long time. It lasts on average about 2 years, some people 2.5 years. But we tell all of our patients that doesn't mean wait 2 or 2.5 years. It's like once we make the investment to get your face back where you want it, you come in about once a year and just kind of top it off, top it off, top it off, top it
So
off.
it's maintenance.
It's maintenance. You can keep it there. You know, most of my patients, we can avoid facelifts for a long time, if not forever.
And if you're being a little financially fiscal, it's something that at Contour Clinic we can, let's say there's a sale or something, purchase more vials and then just bank them away for when you need them.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Yeah, and we do that quite frequently. And also the more vials that you end up needing, the less it costs.
An average treatment cost for a gallon or 40s?
$2,000 to $3,000
Okay.
on average.
So I know that when women especially are researching online where to go, you'll see that different places in town do this service, but what makes Contour Clinic different? What makes you different?
Well, all of our injectors at Contour are extremely comfortable and have done a lot of Sculptra. And I actually work for the Sculptra company as well. I do the training for them throughout the Midwest, so I'll train a lot of doctors that are doing this as well. And I believe we have probably done more Sculptra, and certainly in the Twin Cities in the last 2 years than any other provider. We actually are running a very, very good Sculptra event right now. It's buy 2 vials of Sculptra and get 1 free. And that runs through September 26th. It does not mean you have to use it by September 26th. You can just bank it and keep it in there and use it whenever you're ready. Yeah, thanks so much for joining us today for our first at-home event featuring Sculptra, and we plan on doing a lot more of these and hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.